Alright guys, so we're back with the trade update for the AUD USD trade from yesterday. Just wanted to give you guys a quick update, show you how the trade went, go over whether or not we was able to actually execute the trade, and if we were able to execute the trade, what happened during the execution of the trade. So here we go. As you can see, based on yesterday, the way we received the signal was we had a downturn in movement from yesterday. So today would have been this day that we actually traded on. We were waiting for price to come back up into our into structure, into our resistance level, and execute our sell stop order for a move to the downside. So let's see what took place. Let's drop down to the 1 hour chart to see how the order was executed. So here we go. Alrighty, so this is what took place on this particular trade. As you can see right here, this is what we went over yesterday. We had this movement down, price returned back into structure on our way to our sell limit order. But as you can see, the order was never triggered because price never really got up that high. Price never retraced back into this level that we were hoping that it was going to retrace to actually put us into the order. As you can see, if it would have retraced back to this level and gave us a sell order, we would have been up. At this point, we would have been up around 26 pips. Essentially, that would have been like halfway to the take profit. The take profit for the entire trade, if I believe on yesterday, was about 55 pips. So essentially we would have been almost halfway, or just about halfway to the take profit if the trade would have executed. So it was really good analysis on the trade. It's just that the level that we thought the trade was going to execute, price actually didn't make it to that level. It missed it by a pip and a half, essentially 1 pip. We missed the entry by 1 pip. Such a shame. But nevertheless, that's how it works out sometimes. But the bright side of the trade is this. Even though we were hoping to take the trade on the AUD USD pair, we know that pairs correlate in the market. So I also placed an order on the New Zealand USD pair for the exact same move, because pairs do correlate. So the New Zealand USD, I predicted that the move would be to the downside also. So at the same time I placed this sell limit order, I also placed the order for the New Zealand USD. So let's go and look at what took place with that trade. Let's drag it onto the chart. This is the New Zealand USD. We're down on the 1 hour time frame. So essentially the analysis was the same. Let me go back to the daily chart. Let you see it. There was a movement to the downside. Here's our trading day. We set an order for price to come back into structure. The order was triggered right here. Was triggered, and price moved right to the downside. So let's go to the 1 hour chart and look at the actual trade that took place today. All right, so here we go. Close out those my pop-ups. Let me go down. So you can see right here, price did make it back into structure. It triggered the trade, and the price went directly to the downside, just like we predicted on the trade. Essentially, we're up about 30 pips in that pair right now for a take profit of, we're looking for 78 pips for take profit. So we're about, what is that, 39 pips. So we're about 9 pips away from being halfway to the take profit. So this was another really good trade. The stop loss is up here, so I don't really think that the stop is going to be hit. I think the trade will win, but you never know. But since the New Zealand USD was correlating with the AUD USD, essentially the same exact trade. Let me see, what was that? What happened? The same exact trade that I took on the AUD USD, I mimicked the trade on the New Zealand USD. The only difference is price was able to come back into structure, right? For the New Zealand USD, it missed it by 1 pip on the AUD USD, but once this price came into structure, as you can see, price fell right away. And I do believe it's going to hit the take profit, but like I said, you never know. when it comes to trading. So the AUD USD did not execute, but the New Zealand USD did. So we're currently up 30 pips so far for the week.